So, people, this is Diva Divine, and I am here with a lovely, tell people, Wendy, Le Coiffeur. You know, people, y'all know that I get those things wrong all the time. I went through a whole, okay, so anyway, tell people, how do you say your name?
Le Coiffeur.
Coiffeur. You see how her mouth moved like that? Coiffeur. So I want you all, anytime you say coiffeur, think of that. Anyway, so tell us your name. What are your designs? Because you're a fashion designer. And how did you get into this?
Okay, I'm Wendy Isaac. I actually reside in New York City. Actually was a supermodel for 15, 20 years. Yes.
Did you hear the word super? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I have graced the stages of all the Caribbean islands, Miami, New York. And it's something that I ventured into later, my later years, because, you know, supermodels have a shelf life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, and not that
Beauty has a shelf life, just so,
I
okay.
think beauty have a shelf.
No, you could always remain beautiful, but at 80, I'm telling you, the shelf, you better put some nice new stuff on. Anyway, okay, go on.
So, you know,
yeah, it does. The
looking to
industry,
exactly. And growing up, you know, I did sketch. So it was something for me to start my swimsuit collection and give it a little bit of ear. I'm a little bit edgy. I'm a little bit couture, and I wanted to bring that out.
Girl, more and more I find that you and I have so much in common. It must be that swimwear thing. You know, okay, go on.
So for me, it's about showing my other side. You know, it's not only on the runway. It's not only putting product together, because I do style as well. And being able to put what you want on someone is actually an amazing effect.
It is. And so you've branched over from design and merchandising, and you have basically seen how it is to showcase to somebody what they can wear to look beautiful in their own skin.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times, you know, the human person actually just becomes so complacent with self, and, you know, they get so stagnant with how they dress that they tend not to want to outreach or do something different.
As a stylist, and especially being a supermodel, being in this industry, understanding fashion, understanding design, you know that it's something that in itself is a skill. So a lot of people actually don't know how to style themselves. That is not something that they're familiar with. So there's a frustration. And as a designer, model, you also know that fashion, style makes someone even more connected to themselves. And is that something that you take seriously when you help someone as a stylist?
Absolutely. I look at that person's overall body structure. You know, we look at their body structure, we look at their build, we look at what color frame based on skin tone, based on who they are as an individual, based on personality. Right. And we want to bring all those things in a little package to evolve and to make it sure that it's a picturesque moment when they walk out, or when they walk in that room, they can like that showstopper. Yes. So for me, it's putting all that together, making sure that individual is actually feeling comfortable in their skin, and making sure that they understand the whys behind. You know, it's not everybody could wear a black straight dress. Right. People might say that, but it's not. Yeah. Because
everyone can't really be in black.
Exactly. Because either some of them makes you look too thin, and you want a little bit more color with it. And then some that who actually is so funny, because some individuals just want the monotones, black, beiges, and when you put them in color, it gives them a different light about themselves, because that's what they should be wearing, instead of just being, I don't want to say boring, but
I think what you
traditional. More
yeah.
traditional.
And I think sometimes it allows someone to come out of their comfort zone when they are able to showcase other colors. But of course, you love when you wear something that you love, it portrays out to the world. So do you find as a stylist, when you do that, there's a confidence that is built in the person that you're dealing with?
It is, because it makes them who their true self come to light. Right. It makes them fun. It makes them energetic. It makes them become more beautiful inside. And sometimes when I do style, you know, even with working with some designers and I bring their product to evolution, they're like, I didn't even know my product could do that. So for me, it's just making sure we keep contact with who we are as an individual, and not getting caught up with what's right, because it's black, it's white, it's beige. I know in New York, those are the colors that we wear mostly in fall, because we're scared of color. But, you know, if you pop that color in, it brings out who you are as an individual.
And it's so funny. I moved here from New York, and I would only dress in black, and it was very comfortable. And to the point that at the end of summer, you would dye your clothes black, and it's very normal for people to just black jackets, black pants, black this. And somebody was like, "You wear too much black." And, it does change your mood, because now I dress by mood. I dress by, sometimes I wake up and I change my whole outfit because I had a dream of what I wanted to wear. So is that you as, a stylist and as a designer, how do you dress? Do you dress by mood? Do you dress by occasion? How do you look at your outfits and your style?
It's a combination of everything, because when you're in the spotlight, it depends on the event. So for me, it's about fall right now, so I threw something out with variable colors, and actually this is from another designer, Myrna Patterson Kimori Collections, and I felt it was right for the timing because I've worked close with her, and I think that the colors do blend in well for this time of year.
So you are wearing another designer's outfit, but you're actually here to showcase at a fashion show your collection. Both.
We are doing a variation of designers, so my collection will be on the fashion show this evening with another 4 designers.
Okay, so I love that you unify with other designers and showcase their art as well. Is that because you have such confidence even in your designs that it's something that you feel like I can wear someone else's design and still have my designs showcased in other areas, and it be, it's a confidence you have.
I think it's a combination of everything. I think Caribbean designers, we don't get that much foreplay.
Right.
And I think for me, once I can create a platform that will help my peers showcase what they have, then absolutely I'm going to do it. Okay. So for me, yes, I have confidence in my collection. My collection is awesome.
I would imagine I've seen some of it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I think I put myself where I need to be, because swim is totally different to dresses and couture and jeans and tops and lounge and African prints, and my peer designers do have some of that. So
Right.
I definitely would love, and I keep wearing their collection because it's amazing. And how would they know, how would they get exposure if we don't support each other?
Right. I totally believe in that. It is about showcasing our Caribbean culture in a positive way. Tell people, where are you from in the Caribbean?
I am from the Sugar City, St. Kitts.
St. Kitts. So actually, I found out a little tip as to where you went to school, and you and I have something in common. So why don't you shout out your school?
It's St. Teresa's Convent High.
So for all of you who always come and say, "Oh, Diva, you're always repping Convent Girls." Convent Girls, yes, we rock. So St. Joseph's Convent, SJC, big up yourself. St. Teresa's, big up yourself. Wendy, oh my gosh, so I'm so excited. I cannot imagine. How can people see you tonight if they still need tickets? Where can they go?
They're actually going to be live streaming tonight. I think it's going to be on Facebook. I'm not sure about the live stream that they could pay for it, but check it out. Check out my page. It's Wendy Isaac or coiffeurnyc.com, and we'll have something there, but it's from 7:30, so look out for me on Facebook because my team will be live streaming.
And you have a team. I noticed that you have a wonderful team. Is that what helps you stay in tune with everything that you want to do, is that they'll handle all the other background stuff while you create?
Yeah, I let everybody explore their right roles. So for me, everybody is in that pertinent role because they can do or they specialize in that. So it's no need for me to cross over or for me to actually, be on top of you to get what you have to get done because I have different things to do.
Yeah.
So, there's some players that were on board with us, some players had to leave, but we have a good play team right now that will take us through, and we're looking to build this team.
All right, so as we speak on that, introduce, I believe it's your manager or your director, the person who, what does he do?
My advisor.
Oh, advisor. Big words here, people. Big words Diva is learning. So she has an advisor, and that / manager, all of those things you don't need. Advisor. So advisor, can you bring yourself here, please? He will be coming into the frame soon, people, and sharing the spotlight with us. He's not moving yet, but he is coming. So, Wendy.
Yes, Henry. This is Henry Marsham. He's my advisor, helped me with my production team and all the events. He's the one that keeps me sane when I want to go insane and keep me grounded. So here you go. It's all about you.
So tell us something about what it to be an advisor, especially with someone. Do you have a background in fashion design?
Yes, actually, I have like over 2 decades in the fashion industry, being the founder and CEO of Virgin Islands Fashion Week in St. Thomas, and before then, back home, Sugar City St. Kitts,
I did
Wendy.
his first fashion show. I was in school, and I did his first fashion show. I was a young teenager, and it was about weddings, and that was the biggest fashion show that we had. I think like it was 80 something, and like it was huge. It created a whole buzz on the island. So when we did Hook Back Up for 5-6 years ago, it was amazing because he started me out, and now we're here working together.
Oh, it's so funny. I actually do a show on Fridays, Fab, Flavor, and Beats. And yesterday we showcased the Virgin Islands. And such a beautiful territory. And it's amazing. Again, there's so many different islands that make up the Virgin Islands, main ones, of course. But what do you think as a person from the Virgin Islands coming here in the U.S., showcasing, doing all that you do, what are your challenges?
I wouldn't say there are any challenges because we come with a lot of experience and a lot of expertise and flavor that we could bring to the mainland. So that's the beauty about it: the experience, the flavor, and the know-how.
I know all about flavor. I'm just, look at me, look at us, flavor. It's actually one of the reasons why I named it Flavor and Beats, because I feel in the Caribbean we do have that strong everything. Whether it's our foods, our clothing, our designs, our art, our music, it's all full of rich flavors. Whether they're the sweet or the salties or the spices, everything is just in everything we do. So there's so much flavor in the U.S., in the Caribbean, that we bring here, and I love that you guys have teamed up to, work together to showcase your culture in such a positive way. And tell us more about what as an advisor, what are you looking for Wendy and for Le Coiffeur?
So what I'm looking for is basically she would, she came up with the name of her event, and basically would come up with the concept of, the opening production and logistics of the events. And, we look at who's supposed to be on the show in terms of designers, the runtime, all the logistics aspect of the event.
Do you also hire the models,
Yeah, we get the models. We also do open casting call and go through the whole list of who makes the list, who gets cut, and stuff like that.
So actually, if someone was interested in being a part of one of your shows or your designs, whatever it is, how can they get in touch with you? Where do they go?
Well, like Wendy said, there is an online website, Le Coiffeur. We always put out ads about casting calls and fashion shows. And
where do the ads go?
On Facebook.
Okay, under Le Coiffeur?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And they're also on our website too.
Yes. Oh my gosh, well this is amazing. Are you excited about tonight as well?
Oh, I'm super excited. The fact being we are actually doing something for our home country, St. Kitts.
Okay.
The event this evening is the 33rd or 23rd?
33rd.
The 33rd Independence Masquerade Ball and Gala and Fashion Show. So we are extremely honored and proud to, seeing our own people, and doing something for our own home country.
Oh my, well I tell you, I wish I had known. I would have loved to have been there. I'm big into fashion design, merchandising, fashion shows. So I'm just so excited about what you guys are doing and what you're bringing to the forefront here in the U.S. Because there are many designers that come out of the Caribbean, but to know that you guys are out there in New York and touring and doing all that you do, thank you so much. Is there any that you'd like to say?
One thing I would like to say what Le Coiffeur is doing, and I like that, is that, and I know there are a lot of Caribbean designers that are very, very good, and what they need is a platform.
Yes.
And we are giving them the platform by, showcasing their talent in the mainland. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, they're in the islands, they probably don't know who to get in touch with,
right.
And they need a new market as
Yes.
well. So we are actually doing that for them, bringing them, showing them new markets and bringing them to the mainland instead of just staying back home in the Caribbean.
Right. Right, because yeah, definitely it's a great way to bring people out here. Once you're here, it's like you kind of do have that platform, and it's wonderful that you utilize it in that way because they probably would not be able to, or it will take a much longer period of time for them to even be able to get to this level. So of course, I'm so excited that you guys are working together. Thank you so much for all that you do. And like I said, tell the people where they can follow you again.
It's Wendy Isaac on Facebook or Coiffeur NYC at Instagram. And we also have a website, www.coiffeurnyc.com.
Coiffeur. And let's see, can you
And we
please
don't do
spell
anything ordinary. So when you come to our events, you'll have fun. You'll be treated like a celebrity that you are. And we'll make sure that you leave excited.
Well, anyone Diva Divine is connected to. I mean, did you see this fabulous lady here? And then this one over here in the black. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, of course, we are definitely branching out, making sure that the Caribbean is showcased in a positive and beautiful, flavorful way. So people follow Wendy Isaacs and Le Coiffeur and look for them and, keep in touch.
Thank you for having us so much. We are welcome.
Group hug. Yeah.
We are so welcome to be here, and it's an honor that you guys squeezed us in your schedule so we could have this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.